Welcome to this explainer. Okay, right now we're witnessing an absolutely massive restructuring of the global supply chain. It's like a giant puzzle being put back together. And India? Well, India is positioning itself right at the very center of it with a total manufacturing renaissance in electronics. And whenever a macroeconomic shift of this magnitude happens, standout companies position themselves to ride the wave. So today we're breaking down one of the absolute most fascinating players in this space. We're talking about Syrma SGS Technology.
All right, look at this number, 66.87%. That is the year-over-year net profit jump that Syrma SGS just reported for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2026. I mean, wow. This isn't just some incremental growth. This is a massive, massive surge. But to truly understand why a company is generating this kind of profit out of nowhere, we got to zoom out. We need to look at the larger forces at play in the global market.
Okay, let's dive into this because the structural tailwinds here are absolutely massive. The global electronics manufacturing services or EMS industry is going through a historic shift. Global OEMs are aggressively adopting this China Plus One strategy to diversify their supply chains, right? And India is literally rolling out the red carpet with targeted production-linked incentives. Add to that a surging domestic demand for electric vehicles, and well, you've got a perfect storm for growth. The results? They're already showing up in the national data. Electronics literally just became India's second largest export category in the first half of fiscal 2026. To put that into perspective, the export value has grown nearly ninefold since FY15. We're talking about going from 0.4 trillion all the way up to 3.3 trillion rupees in FY25. That's just wild.
So what does this all mean for the industry at large? Phenomenal growth. According to a recent report by HDFC Securities, the Indian EMS sector already recorded a really robust 24% compound annual growth rate over the last 5 years. But look at this projection. That momentum is expected to accelerate to a 27% CAGR from FY24 through FY29. It's a rapidly rising tide, and it is lifting the companies that actually have the capacity and the tech to meet this surging demand.
Which brings us exactly to the company positioned right at the center of this manufacturing supercycle. Let's meet Syrma SGS Technology.
Now, Syrma SGS isn't just making a single widget. They're providing full turnkey electronic manufacturing services across a highly diversified, high-tech footprint. They're supplying the critical electronics that actually power electric vehicles and automotive systems. They're deeply embedded in industrial automation, consumer IT hardware, and they're a huge player in RFID tags and IoT solutions. But here's the real kicker. As the Indian government pushes heavily into the India Semiconductor Mission, Syrma SGS is perfectly positioned to capture downstream opportunities in semiconductor-related electronics manufacturing and printed circuit board assembly. They're basically everywhere you want to be right now.
And this brilliantly illustrates how those diverse capabilities translate directly into cold, hard financials. Looking at their Q4 FY26 results, the growth metrics are just robust across the board. We already talked about that 66.87% net profit jump, but look at the top line. Sales grew by 58.49% year over year, hitting 1.46 billion rupees for the quarter. And operating profit is right there with it, up nearly 61%. This tells us they aren't just selling more stuff, they're scaling efficiently. They are really improving their operational leverage.
Zooming out to the full year for FY26, the company delivered exactly what the market was hoping for. And then some. Full-year revenue crossed 49 billion rupees. That was right in line with analyst predictions. But the real surprise came in their profitability. They delivered a statutory earnings per share of 16.92 rupees, modestly beating expectations. And, as a strong signal of confidence in their cash flow, the board recommended a final dividend of 1.50 rupees per equity share. That's a 15% dividend on face value.
This level of performance is exactly why institutional analysts are paying very close attention. HDFC Securities recently put out a note highlighting the multi-year growth runway for the Indian EMS sector. They specifically pointed out that as backward integration really gains momentum and cost efficiencies improve, companies like this are just incredibly well positioned for faster growth. In fact, HDFC named Syrma SGS their absolute top pick in the entire sector, officially assigning it a buy rating.
And hey, HDFC isn't alone in their optimism. Post-earnings, the broader analyst community rapidly updated their forward-looking models. Looking at the consensus of 19 analysts curated by Simply Wall Street, the projections for 2027 are incredibly aggressive. They're forecasting revenues to hit 64.1 billion rupees. That's a 32% expected annual growth rate. They also expect EPS to bounce another 33% up to 21.91 rupees. All of this broad optimism has pushed the average price target up 13% to 1,091 rupees, with the most bullish analysts actually targeting 1,372 rupees. Just to give you some context, the wider industry is expected to grow revenues at about 19% a year, meaning Syrma SGS is forecasted to completely outpace its own sector. That's a real game changer.
Now, it's one thing to look at analyst targets, right? But to really understand market sentiment, we need to look at who's actually putting their money on the line and holding the stock. This donut chart breaks down the cap table. Promoters still hold a massive 42.3% stake, meaning leadership has serious skin in the game. The public holds about 34.4%, but look closely at the institutional side. Domestic institutional investors, or DIIs, hold 16.6%, and foreign institutional investors, FIIs, hold 6.6%.
So the crucial point here is how those institutional numbers are actually moving. Notice the quarter-over-quarter and year-over-year shifts. Look at the green text for FII and DII. While promoter and retail holdings dipped just slightly, institutional investors are aggressively accumulating. DII holdings jumped nearly 9% year-over-year. The total number of FII investors actually increased from 141 to 177 in just the latest quarter. Smart money is clearly building a position here, absorbing all those shares being released by early investors.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the fundamentals are aligning perfectly with the technicals. Notice this classic cup with handle chart pattern that formed over 102 days. You can clearly see the long rounded bottom, that's the cup, followed by a slight downward drift, the handle, right before a massive breakout on strong volume. The stock is exhibiting incredible relative strength, trending firmly above its 50-day and 200-day moving averages, and recently creating multiple all-time highs. When institutional buying meets a highly bullish technical setup like this, it almost always signals really strong forward momentum.
All right, but no explainer is complete without an objective look at the risks, right? Let's move into our reality check on valuations and risks.
We absolutely have to weigh the bull case directly against the inherent threats. Yes, the bull case is undeniable. You've got the India semiconductor push, a 32% expected annual revenue growth rate, and this massive export expansion. However, all of this good news means the stock currently trades at premium valuations. It is essentially priced for perfection right now. And that? Well, that introduces significant risk. If there's margin pressure from commodity volatility, if there are global supply chain disruptions causing chip shortages again, or honestly, if global demand just slows down, a stock priced at a premium like this can correct very sharply. Keep in mind, manufacturing is a highly capital-intensive business, and execution risk is very real when a company is expanding this rapidly.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question you have to ask yourself after reviewing all this data. Is Syrma SGS simply priced for perfection right now, leaving almost no room for error? Or, given the sheer scale of the global supply chain shift, is this really just the very beginning of India's manufacturing renaissance? Meaning the growth runway is much, much longer than the market is currently pricing in. It's a fascinating duality, isn't it? And it definitely makes this one of the most compelling stories in the electronics sector today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and as always, keep learning.